grant. It is grant I'm saying. So grant is you need not repay. So grant is 50 lakhs. So it's a very big support for the startup to take the idea to proof of concept. The next is you can see the BIRAC pace. This as we now many participants are faculty members, so they can see this is very useful for them. This is for the regular faculty members, and as you can see on my screen, it is academic innovation research. It aims to basically promote the development of proof of concept for a process backed by academia. What happens in academia is faculty or the researcher finds out some breakthrough, but they remain till the stage of 3, that is TRL3. So they take it forward after TRL3 to make it either licensable, or they can sell their technology or license to some startup. So for that, they need are being provided funding by the BIRAC. Then comes a contract research scheme. In contract research scheme, basically this aims at validation of a process or prototype by academia, by the industrial partner. Like if an academia has developed something, but they need to validate it. For that, they may need, like in the field of, you can say, electrical technology, I have made a new microgrid maybe. So where I will validate my microgrid? It's a very big infrastructure which cannot be validated at some place. So I need to collaborate with some industry. So I need to have some industry partner in this case. So BIRAC PACE provides fund for it. Then comes the BIRAC seed fund. As you can see, it is an equity funding. I already told you, in equity funding, BIRAC will have an equity in this with the startup. And you can see the support is up to 30 lakhs. And this seed stands for Sustainable Entrepreneurship and Enterprise Development Fund. It is again, its promoters are venture capitalists and angel investors. Both of them, they fund this. Then next is the BIRAC LEAP. BIRAC LEAP fund is available. This LEAP stands for Launching Entrepreneur-Driven Affordable Products. So the emphasis is on the affordable products. The funding is, support from BIRAC in this case is supposed to act as a catalyst for bringing the technological products forward towards either piloting or commercializing, and to reduce the gestation time to commercialization. And support is also very big, up to 100 lakhs. So this is very big fund in which the early stage startups can get. Then comes the MAIT's Tide 2.0. MAIT is basically Ministry of Electronics. Now up till this, it was for biotech related field. Now comes the electronic side. So Ministry of Electronics and Information Technologies, this Tide 2.0 scheme, it aims to promote tech entrepreneurship through financing and technical support to incubators engaged in supporting this ICT industry, like the startups who are engaged in using AI, ML, blockchain, IoT, etc. It supports around 51 incubators in India. FITT is one of them. And it supports close to 2,000 startups all over for a period of 5 years. And grant is also up to 7 lakh INR per startup per year. They get this much working fund, so that the startup can work for the taking their product, converting it to minimum viable product. A minimum viable product is basically a product with enough features to attract an early adopter and to attract the customer, so that they can validate their idea early before launching their product into the market. So that is called a minimum viable product. They have not launched it into the market yet. Then comes DST Nidhi. DST is Department of Science and Technology, and Nidhi is basically National Initiative for Developing and Harnessing Innovation. This Nidhi, as I already told you, we have Nidhi COE incubator in IIT Delhi. Nidhi is basically an umbrella program conceived and developed by DST for nurturing the ideas and knowledge-based technology-driven startups. Nidhi basically aims to nurture the startups through scouting, supporting, and scaling of innovation. And a grant is up to, it is grant. So the startup need not repay it, up to 10 lakhs INR. They can get access to all the lab infrastructures in whichever DST center, Nidhi center they are doing. If in case of IIT, if you choose FITT IIT Delhi, then the startup gets to use all the research facilities available in IIT Delhi. Mentorship also for the duration of 18 months. is specifically available in FITT IIT Delhi. This we are calling as Revolution. That is, all the women entrepreneurs can apply for this, and this is specifically for women, so it should have a women participant in it. And this FITT is providing along with V Foundation, and around 15 women are selected per group, and they are provided mentoring here, and seed fund of up to rupees 5 lakhs is also provided. Then this again I am coming back to healthcare. So this is with Pfizer. Earlier it was BioNTech, now it is Pfizer Innovation. This, so as we can see, there is in electronic based startups, they are also working, because now healthcare is dependent on technology. It is technology driven. So this is very important. All the startups who are working in this area, and this is specifically for oncology, for the field of oncology, for its detection, diagnosis, whatever, digital health the patients can get. For this, you can see that startups can get. Now comes the what TRLs I have already talked about. So startups which are with TRL level 4 and 5 or above can definitely, and owned by an Indian. In all these schemes, the person should be an Indian. That is important thing. Then the funding can be sought up to 65 lakh for product validation, testing, and market access. And it will be a 24-month engagement. So this is a very big scheme for Pfizer. Then apart from that, there are government, as I have already told you, government funding schemes like Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Credit Guarantee Trust Fund, then financial support to MSMEs in certification scheme. This is very important for MSMEs. They need to do some certifications. And then this credit link capital subsidy, design link. So these are being provided by government for to MSMEs specifically. This credit guarantee, sorry, trust fund for the trust for the micro and small enterprises. This SIDB, up to 100 lakhs fund they provide. Government provides this much fund to definitely. This fund can be utilized by MSMEs and small startups for their manufacturing units, but this is in the form of loan. So the startup needs to repay it. Then comes DBT ATGC. This ATGC aims to accelerate translational research. That is not only till early stage. After early stage, then validation. It takes and encourages academia. Basically, academia, as I told you, remains, the research usually remains till TRL 3. So this type of funding will help them to take the technology forward and reach TRL 6 and above. Department of the, under this DIT, as it was MAIT, now it is DIT, that is Department of Electronics and Information Technology. This department provides up to 2 crores per project, and duration of each project can be lesser than 2 years. It provides funding. So it's also a very important scheme. You can visit their websites also. The support can be seen on the website also, and through some incubator also, you can avail this funding opportunity. Now the success stories, as I told you, in FITT IIT Delhi, you can see these hemometer. These are all working, you know. In the time of COVID, you must have heard, we had made testing kits and masks and nasal filters. As you can see, is you can breathe. Like in mask, we may feel suffocated, but these nasal filters, they just fit into your nostrils, and then you are able to breathe. So these are all success stories of the. Then there's ACOM, then food waste composting, waterless urinals, natural cleaners, waste management, which is a very big headache for now in our society. Then these, as you can see, type of health products are available with. These are all our incubators. They have made this. So these are the success stories, and these are the products in the market, as you can see. These were the COVID related startups in IIT Delhi. These are our incubators. So thanks, and this was all from my side.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for such a wonderful and an informative session. Participants, if you have any query, then you may ask, please.
And
Yes, Shilpa ma'am, you may ask your question. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Manju ma'am, this is Dr. Shilpa here, and the session was very nice and informative as well. But I want to ask one question. If there are the government funded schemes are for only technology based technology? Yeah,
Khadi. Yeah. So these
yeah.
are the basic, these are weavers. This is a poor community. After getting this GI tag, their income will enhance. You know, this Khadi was being used by Fab India under the name Khadi. But after they got this GI tag, then the weavers got their right due. So
Like
you
for
can
these
make
kind
some.
of startups, are there any funds from the government side?
You, ma'am, you need to find out whatever problem you're solving. Definitely you will use technology in some form. It is not like you're using pen and paper, you're going to do it. So
Yeah.
try and formulate an idea in which you can incorporate technology. I mean,
Okay.
you should do the same work which you're doing, but just using the technology, you can bring it under this field and try and get fun.
Okay, ma'am, as a faculty member, I want to ask another question that how can I encourage my university students to choose social entrepreneurship as a career path after graduation rather than going for a job?
Yeah, yeah, and ma'am, earlier it was very like taboo. If someone has his own company, then maybe small. Definitely, it must be small because everyone is not Ambani or Tata. Then people used to look down upon them. But now the things have changed, and our young generation is very smart, and they are, as our government is also encouraging a lot to have their startups. So definitely, it will be easier for you to encourage your students and tell them the advantages of this. Definitely, they are their own boss. They can try and solve a technology, societal problem using a technology, and moreover, they will get funds if presented properly and they work properly. They will get funds. So it is not very difficult. You can encourage them this way.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for the answers.
Thank you, Shilpa ma'am, for asking your query. Any other query from any participant? Yes, students, if you have any doubt, any kind of questions that is going on in your mind, you may
Please
ask.
do not hesitate to ask. And if you don't want to ask in this forum also, then my email ID and phone number is mentioned. I will provide it. Aparna ma'am has it, so you can forward me your questions. I will be happy to help you in future, anytime. And please, I'm telling you again for this lab, whosoever are working in this field, definitely this facility will be for everyone to use. So once we are through with it, we'll let you know. You should come and use it. All are invited.
Thank you.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Awesome.
Manju ma'am, please, you are requested to kindly unshare your screen now.
Yeah, just a second.
Thank you, ma'am. So thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your valuable insight on startups, funding opportunities, and technology transfer. I hope this session will be very encouraging for our students as well. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you again.
And I really thank you all, and thanks to my dear friend, Dr. Aparna, to give me this wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts. And in future also, I will be very glad to help you
Sure, Manju,
in
sure.
any way.
Sure. We'll have you offline, 100%.
So moving forward, I would like to invite Dr. Shilpa Gupta, IPR coordinator of IIT MAIT, to give vote of thanks. Dr. Shilpa, please.
Thank you, Madhu ma'am. Very good afternoon to everyone here. I feel honored and privileged today to get an opportunity to prepare a vote of thanks. It has been a pleasure to host this workshop. I'm thankful to all of you for joining this session, and I'm sure everyone has benefited immensely by attending this event. We have been fortunate to have an eminent person from industry as a key person of this session. My sincere thanks to keynote speaker Dr. Manju Shah, Manager Innovation Project BBIS, FITT IIT Delhi, for kindly accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion with her benevolent presence. I'm thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. R.K. Gupta, for his continuous support, mentorship, and advice, which have greatly helped toward the successful organization of this workshop. I am thankful to our Chancellor's nominee, Shri Suresh Gupta sir, for his ever available help and cooperation throughout the preparation of this workshop. My gratitude and thanks to Professor Aparna and Mahajan, President IIC, for her continuous guidance and motivation. Thank you very much, ma'am. My special heartfelt thanks to my dear colleagues and the organization team for this workshop, Engineer Ranjit, Engineer Madhu, and